The identity of Toronto basketball is really toughness. We're coming from the cold. We call it up north, the screw-face capital. We always have to play with a little edge.
The perception of Canada and Toronto was always like, Canada, basketball, isn't it cold up there? All those stereotypes always seem to come into play.
Toronto and Canada, it's known for hockey. You know, let's face it, it's known for hockey.
We've always had an underdog mentality. I feel like always having to prove ourselves, always having to show that we're worthy. We play with a chip on our shoulder. That's kind of the spirit we play with.
We've always felt from the beginning that we're second class.
We get no love. We get no love. No matter what, it's like we got to fight every time.
You have to play with something to prove, because the day you get complacent, this is where you're going to start to lose your edge that you have.
There's always been tremendous talent in this city.
I think 10 or 20 years ago, we were just fighting to gain access, you know, learn about the system.
Canadians were soft. Canadians didn't play defense. Canadians just were second class to the American. And so we had to go through the whole process of changing that mindset, because some of it was true.
When we moved here, it was basketball that made us fit in.
You know, you have homies call you, hey, yo, we're running in Scarborough. You know what I mean? Those guys just go after him.
From grade 9 to grade 12 was straight Malton. Oh, 1 year in Scarborough. We even forgot 1 year in Scarborough, but East Side is not my thing, I guess you could say that. East and West don't like each other. That's important. It's always rival, but it's always love. Between the lines, it's like a dog fight. So it's always like bragging rights type thing.
Freddie is an energy guy. He's an energy god in terms of what he brings. I mean, he's pretty crazy. He's intense, and I think his team feeds off that. Sometimes he goes a little too far, but he's always bringing it. He's always at one level, and that's usually level 12.
Personally, I don't know why, because I don't really start or anything. I just come off the bench and just be me. I guess I love to play defense. I don't back down. What you put in the game is what you get out of it. That's simple. You don't gotta lie. That's it. Put in the work. That's why, even though I'm a certified teacher, I'm a professional basketball player, I'm not better than no one, because I know exactly where I came from. So even though I made it out the hood, I got to send the elevator back down type thing. So
I got picked up with the Spurs. I went undrafted. I played in the D League for a little while, but then I played overseas. I played in Sweden. I played in Romania. I played in Mexico. I played Spain.
The reason why I like Mike so much, he came through a tough time. Just the fact that rough patch he came across, he's still playing, is a blessing.
Your journey wouldn't be your journey if you could change things. I wouldn't change a single thing.
Fastest guy on the court and with the ball, no question. I mean, he's like lightning in a bottle, that guy.
Right now, my basketball goals and my journey right now is just to touch as much people as I can. As far as when people see me play, wherever it may be, overseas, NBA, playing for a national team. Every morning I wake up, I get to play basketball. So I could have been playing at a gym down the street and I would have been happy.
Born and raised in Scarborough, man, right here. Moved here when I was 8. My mom bought us a basketball net. But when I was in high school, there was a lot of those hood tournaments, as we call it. I've been playing the men's division since I was 15.
He's a dog too on the east side, so it's one of those dog fights with me, but that's why I stamp him. I don't stamp too much people, but that guy, there's a fight.
OGM, which is kind of like my motto, which means open gym mentality, which is basically however you play when there's no coaches or nobody watching you. You know, have that same confidence when playing in a big game on a big stage, just to show them that guys from Canada and Toronto basketball players, we can hoop as well.
When I first came to Toronto, basketball was almost non-existent. It was hockey prevailed. Everything was hockey. All my friends played hockey, so I played hockey.
I grew up in Canada. I was born here. So hockey was a part of what I did. I played street hockey. I did that. But people coming over from Eastern Europe, from the Caribbean, from Africa, that's not part of their lifeblood.
We were always labeled as Canadians have talent, they can shoot the ball, but they're not aggressive. That was a big thing when we came out of high school.
Using my generation as an example, we were talented, but we weren't sure how good we really were. I think now the kids really know how good they are. They believe. They know they're on par with the Americans or anybody internationally.
Basketball in Canada, it's on a trajectory right now.
I think what really jump-started it, I would say, is, when the Crown came.
Before the Crown League, other tournaments were more popular. People would look forward to certain tournaments in the summertime, but I want to say that now everybody just looks forward to the Crown League.
I think the big thing about Crown League is that basketball has graduated in Toronto and Canada in terms of the players, the athletes who have gone to the NCAA, gotten the NBA. Maybe 10 years ago, there was only a handful of guys, a couple of guys. So now it's like these guys are playing at a high level, they're coming home, where are they going to compete? They can come here and play in this gym in front of people who have heard about them but haven't seen them.
People don't know how many players that they have here that have played and have so much basketball experience that can help the next generation to come. Crown League provides is that opportunity and platform to see the best in the city play and go head to head and have fun doing it.
It has all the best talent from every standpoint, from every level coming to play. And basically, it's the perfect setting to prove yourself.
The feeling of having it like, in your own city is just, man, it's nothing like it. You see it everywhere else. It's like, why can't we have it? Once they brought that to Toronto and they introduced the Crown League, it brings another level of just excitement and intensity and just another vibe to the city. It's like a reunion.
It's like a reunion every Friday, and we get to go at each other like back in the days when we were kids, but now we have like some type of status. I guess we're play professional, and we get to go at each other again.
When the Crown League came to Toronto, within the first year, like, okay, cool, we were playing, and then week by week would go by. People start coming, agents will start coming in. If you did work, you got a situation up for your next upcoming season. The Crown League definitely elevated the whole basketball culture.
And basically, the Crown League is the platform in Toronto where who's better than who.
This is coming from the MVP, first year, just saying. Just putting that out there. I mean, I'm his twin brother, and I felt that, so when he won, I won, so
The build-up throughout the week, and then when you get to Wednesday, Thursday, and you're playing Friday, people from the city are not scared to call somebody out for not performing, especially if you're an NBA guy.
There's some John going back and forth, so the energy's really good.
People talk a lot of trash.
It's loud. Everybody's always talking smack to each other.
I don't feel negative energy anywhere. I don't care who you are. Between the lines, you ain't no one.
In terms of the growth of the league, I think it's really become like a Friday night spot, like culturally. Like people come here to kind of hang out, and it's really become like the heartbeat of the city.
People come styled and dressed up. It looks like people are going to the club.
They stack the whole entire gym. When the players come on, when we're on the court, warm up, feels like an NBA game. It's where you want to be on a Friday night in summer, in Toronto, to be honest.
Obviously, the Drew is 40 years strong with lots of legacy and history, but that's what the goal is for Crown League. You want it to be a place where it's like, yo, I'm gonna go to the Drew, I'm gonna go to Dykeman, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna play up in Crown League.
This is only the beginning. Bringing Crown to the city and just giving guys from the city opportunities to be able to perform, just allowing kids all over to be able to be able to play, and I definitely love the direction that we're going into.
It makes a dream become a little bit of a reality, and I think for generations to come, now they've got something to shoot for. A stamp that, hey, we actually are as good as we think we are.
Canadian basketball is here to stay.
If you can make it out the city, honestly, you can make it anywhere, because this city, it's really built on toughness. It's only the beginning for the Toronto basketball.
And we're starting to get there. We're imposing our will on people, not just being the polite Canadians that we have a reputation of being.
We just won the Under-19 World Cup. There's more to come. More to come.
We've arrived. That's really the bottom line. I think Toronto's ready to compete just with everyone else.
Canadians and Torontos, they understand that it takes that kind of dedication to produce the talent. The talent here is growing. The exposure here is growing. So now more than ever, more and more eyes are on Toronto.
We're coming. There's a hunger that we have, and we're just getting ready to unleash it.
You don't have to go to the States now to make it. Before it was like that, but now you can make it from here. It's there now. It's on point. We're here now. We're here. We're not sweet no more. When you hear Toronto, we're here now.